What is going on, y'all? It is Tuesday. Y'all already know what that means. Another episode of Comic Relief. Of course, y'all already know we back. We ready to get it in. I got a little 4-day weekend in, feeling good, feeling refreshed. Was a little under the weather last week. That's why I had to postpone last week's episode. But we back. We back to get it in and talk our shit like we do. And I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready to get triggered. Because tonight we're going to flip it up a little bit. We was going to talk about something. Now we're going to talk about something else as well, because we got all this new information coming in that we want to discuss. So let's just get into it, man. Y'all already know. You. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Excellent. What's happening?
Chilling, man. Y'all already know it's Tuesday. We back, baby. Like I said in the intro last week, was under the weather. I was like, man, I can't do this. Got to take a break, recoup, come back. Took a little 4-day weekend. You know what I mean? Feeling real good right now. Feeling 100. How you doing, my brother? How you spend your weekend, man?
Good. Pretty low key. Sundays are pretty much watching football all day this time of year. Saturday I didn't do much, so honestly not too much. Yesterday I had to work, so it wasn't really a holiday for me.
Yeah, man. I had to call that one out, bro. I had to make the phone call, bro, and be like, hey, can't make it in today, bro. Can't make it in.
Nothing wrong with that. That's why we get those days, right?
Exactly.
Let's go, Justin. Big game tonight.
It's right. All right, let's just might as well jump to the chat. You already, because you got guys Bogart in the chat with the Yankees up in here. Salute to the Yankees, man. It's the home team. But let's get into this chat real quick. See what's popping. We got, of course, a lot of people hanging out with us. I was always excited for that. Big Sove in the building. That's just the happy Tuesday, brother. You already know. We are ready to get it in. And he's already going in. Comics are better, movies trash. What else we got on that? We got some more stuff we're going to talk about. We got some more stuff, man. Shout out to Unruly Sylvia, man. What's good, my brother? Always appreciate you hanging out, coming through. Always in the building. Shout out to Ragin. Cajun, what's good, Jorge? What's going on, my brother?
JD, what's up, brother?
It's going on. And then we got, of course, the dude, Big Justin in the building. What up, my brother? How you doing, man? Glad to always see you come through. I know you just had a crazy
I can sum up Justin in 3 words.
Yeah, there you go. Love that shirt, bro. Love that shirt.
Shout out to Pressable Defects, Matt, Guy, Jay. Dope shirt.
Shout out to Pressable Defects, man. Shout out to the whole crew, man. Shout out to BX Boxer. That's a true gentleman right there. Back issue Paulie, man. Shout out to these fellas, man. They always showing love, man. And of course, we got Senor Big John, Big Daddy John in the building. What's going on? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure having you here. And let's see who else we got. Oh, we got Free Energy up in the building. Big Doom.
What's good, man?
Doom is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Salute. We got Fish Scale in the building. Salute. You know what I'm saying? And we got DJ Links in the building. Salute. What's going on, my brother? And I guess, look who decided to show up. Huh? Oh, let me see. I guess you just took a break from stealing cars today, bro. What do? You took a break from like robbing old ladies at the fucking
he's back.
Store, son. He's back. The delinquent of the comic community, bro. What's good, Jason?
They finally lowered that bond. He could get
you know what I'm saying? He got out. He was let out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Finally, he came home and shit. Was like, yo, what up, fellas? You know what I'm saying? I was doing a bid. You know what's going on, Big J? It's good to see you, my brother. Haven't seen you in a minute up in here, man. Always a pleasure, bro. I always be hitting them up on the DMs like, yo, where the fuck you at, son? I don't see you in the chat, son. What's going on, man? Yo, salute to everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. Hope everybody had a blast. Hope everybody picked up some goodies as usual, man. And just as before we get into it, as y'all already know how we do here, let's do this cheers real quick. Salute to y'all, man. Once again, salute to everybody tuning in. Salute to everybody who's catching the replays. Salute. And let me refresh in that because I was hitting that up before the show started.
Yeah, I probably should have grabbed 2.
Yeah, right. Hey, any moment, don't worry about it. Just you can
Yeah,
hop off real
I
quick.
might have to hit my backup, tell him to bring me
Hey
another
man,
beverage.
you gotta do the old school Thor move I used to do, son.
Yeah, well, man,
That
I ain't gonna fly over here,
ain't
man.
gonna fly over here. But yeah, man. I mean, I know the discussion we had here. We wanted to talk about the comparisons between the MCU and the comic books, how especially like with the movies they went with, or the story, should I say, from the comic book, and what they went with, and how it compares to the story. I really think, like, of course, there's a lot of talk about that, because I meet a lot of people who don't collect comic books. You know what I'm saying? Who are not picking up the books. So, but they're of course introduced to it because of the movies. So you got that outlet going that way. You know what I mean? And then you got people who don't care to even collect comic books. They're just stuck on the movie, on everything that goes along with the movie, all the, the
They
what
MCU fans, not comic
Right,
fans.
right. They're not
They're
comic
different.
book fans. They're MCU fans, and that's the distinction right there. You know what I mean? They're not comic fans, so they wouldn't even be able to, have a conversation about comic. But they will break down, theories on characters and theories on where the story is going, which is crazy because a lot of time these stories come from the comic book. So it's kind of like
I know.
you kind of got to dig into the comic books to kind of like get an idea
We
of
already know where it's going. They
right.
just
We
don't know
kind
where
of
it's
have
going.
you kind of want to do that, so that's kind of where I laugh at sometimes, where it's like, you have this conversation with people and they're just knee deep into the MCU, trying to like, project, into the future. And you're just like, bro, like you're off. Like you ain't even on the mark here. Like you're watching too much Game of Thrones, my nigga. Like chill, slow down. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
different. See, on Unruly says he's a fan of both. Cool. I'm a fan
yeah.
of both too. The
Yeah, I'm a fan
problem
of both,
is
man. I
finding
enjoy watching it. You know what I mean? Like I watch it, of course,
them
man. I'm gonna
separate.
be like, hell yeah, I
Keep them
watch it.
separate. That's all I
But
want.
they're separate, right? It's like
Yeah.
the difference between the two
I
genres.
appreciate the movies and the TV shit for what it
Right,
is, and the
right,
books obviously are superior. But that's what
right.
that's where it's
Exactly,
at.
exactly. You know what I mean? And I think that there's some people who can't make that distinction, like Sove.
Mm.
Where's Sove at? Sove, Mr.
So the
Sove.
big MCU guy.
So I mean, I know he be getting like tickets in advance. You know what I mean? He's like a major subscriber, Fandango. You know,
Yes, those midnight tickets. You know,
he
when the
goes watch
movie
the
first
midnight
opens.
movies. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. We got salute, Julian. We said MCU overrated.
It is. It is.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, for sure. And I'll be the first one to tell you guys, like, I don't even understand this. So what's going on? So we heard you got season tickets. You know what I mean, for Phase 5. You know,
He got his FF movie tickets already.
so I like, that's another thing too with this whole, like the way these movies like catapult and these prices and inflate the prices on these books is ridiculous. If you want to go even that route, but I think that overall the MCU, has like, I think we established this the last time. Oh, I'm seven. Oh, hold on a second.
I'm just curious, Justin, because he said, he likes when he sees the MCU bringing new people in the comics, but I don't think that happens though.
Nah,
I don't
see,
know. I don't know personally one person that started as a MCU fan. Like my wife loves the MCU. She never read a comic. I can't get her to
well,
read a
we
comic.
can't.
You know what I mean?
You
So
can't say never. You know what I mean? Because that would seem
I'm
like,
saying I personally I don't
right,
know anybody. I've never
right.
met
We
anybody
can't
who like
write you, right,
started in the movies and transitioned to buying comics.
right,
I'm
right,
sure they're out there. I just never met them.
right. I'm pretty sure they're out there. You know what I mean? But I don't think that they're causing up. I think we actually had this discussion. I think Justin, we did a show about this where we actually spoke about it, on how like there you have that people that come in, but it's such a small percentage that I don't really think it actually truly does like any major effect or adding to the comic book community in that sense with these people. I think if you want to talk about it, I mean, is more of the the people in the community, that are already established. I think that are the ones who are really causing more of a rift, in the community as far as where these comics are going. These established
Well,
collect
that's the thing.
established
It
sellers.
doesn't it doesn't really seem to bring that many new readers. Like millions of people go see the movies. I mean, you're lucky if a top selling comic
Right.
can sell 20,000 copies. So there's a disconnect between people interested in the movies and who actually want to go buy a book and read it, you know.
Right.
So,
See, like Justice said, I talked to some folks, people
yeah.
at work and family, not no serious collectors, just people who get a spark of career. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like it's just Justin, what it is that you're surrounded by very amazing people. We're assholes, so we just surrounded by
I just hang with low lives.
like we hang with low lives. You hang with amazing people. Like that's why you're surrounded by people who are like, you know what? I saw this movie. I want to see that. I run into people like, you know what? This movie sucks. You're comic collector. You're wasting your money. I'm just like, what the?
Let's go to Borders and see if they have any books about it. Guys I know are trying to bum some books off me or some shit,
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, what Ray just said, it's a small percentage, but if it does, it's cool. Exactly. It doesn't. Right. That's the thing. It doesn't.
But the key point to that is it's such a small percentage. Then why do they keep trying to tailor the comics to the movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, do it. Like, in other words, the movies have all their fans. It's not bringing that many people to the comics. So stop trying to make the comics like the movies,
Yeah.
With all these retcons and fucking around with things.
You know what? I think a lot of that shit has to do with how they write stuff out.
Love you, Justin.
Justin, you my dude, bro. We was actually talking about you earlier, man. I know your ear was ringing, bro. We were like, yo, Justin, you keep it 100. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Keep it 100. Even though he abandoned me, but we'll talk about that another time. He keeps it 100. but no, it really is true. Oh, we got Daryl in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Daryl?
As always, man. Thank you for coming through.
Sure.
I gotta grab a sticker. I left it in the kitchen. I was gonna show you a sticker too.
I put it on my MacBook. I was ready to say.
You put it on your MacBook? Yeah, I was like, I left it in the kitchen. I don't want to like run because I got my PJs on. You know what I mean? All right, I blew my spot already. There you go. I blew my own spot.
But no, Baby Yodas. Which one you wearing today?
The Baby Yodas, yeah. The Baby Yodas, my favorites. But it's Grogu. Okay, Grogu. It's not Baby Yoda.
Sorry.
Grogu. But no, man. I think that in general the MCU is cool. I really do agree with you. I mean, a lot of us do agree with you, Paul. Where we're like, man, I really don't like all these retcons and switching shit up. But of course not. As diehard readers, we want what we see to be exact on the screen. We want that. You know what I mean? That transition to be as less intrusive as possible with characters, storylines, and stuff. But then when you look at it from a perspective of somebody who's not us, they really gotta like kind of fucking water shit down a little bit, I guess. And from like somebody who's not like the average comic reader, or somebody who doesn't care for comics, you kind of gotta like draw this crowd in. And I kind of get it. It sucks sometimes. Like, all right, real quick, Werewolf by Night, right? Let's talk about Werewolf by Night real quick.
I liked it.
I liked it. I like Werewolf by Night. I just I don't like how he looked like as Werewolf by Night. Like
I think they were going for like that old school.
Yeah, they reached for that. But I felt like, but you didn't do that with Man-Thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
looked cool.
Man-Thing looked like he was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the fucking shit. But when he turned into Werewolf by Night, I was like, damn, like I really wanted him to be a little bit more. But I get it for the aesthetics of what they're doing. You know what I mean? To the times, paying homage to that time, of the footage, of horror movies at that time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was dope for what it is. You know what I mean? But I just was like, oh, that horror scene. Like, I guess because I was in my head, I kept thinking, Werewolf by Night. How I would see him in the comic book. But it was one of those things there where I had to kind of like let that shit go and be like, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's a throwback. I know what y'all doing. Y'all got to keep it that old school look. You know what I mean? And I mean,
I would have preferred Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf to that look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, that's a low blow right there, bro. Like Plume Drew, right? Exactly. That would be one of my complaints. I want it to be scarier. Yes, exactly, Unruly. That's what I could say. I wanted it to be a little bit more scarier, because even like, Man-Thing, it's like when he first showed up, you was like, oh shit. Like you saw the arm come out, you know, and then when they showed him, you was like, oh shit, like that is fucking Man Thing right there, like official. You know what I mean? Like it would have sucked if they would have made him a dude, like, you know, with fucking tentacles on his face and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like some type of Boy the God Butcher bullshit they pulled with the
he had to be like CGI, you know.
Yeah, you had to CGI. I would have been pissed off that they didn't CGI him, man. You see, it's like, yeah, I didn't like the look either. Yeah, man, it's true, Lynx. It's just a personal thing, man, guys. Overall, I thought it was great. I just felt like if they held on to Man Thing, you could have held on to Werewolf by Night. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like, because it really, to me, it came off like a guy in a suit, you know, jumping around. Like, it was just a guy in costume, you know, like in a Halloween costume. Like, that's the way I felt for like.
Basically.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, Ted is cool as fuck. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
50 minutes of Blade. Right, exactly. That'll be fresh.
So,
you know? And then official
Morbius.
Official Morbius.
Yeah, right. And so does that mean you didn't watch it? He's got a lot of question marks. I mean, come on, brother. You got to check that out.
Bro, come on. Like
I know you watch She-Hulk.
Man Thing, huge man.
This one, you know?
Bro, come on, watch it, bro. Watch it. Because it looked like Man Thing straight out the fucking comics, bro. Like that was like official Man Thing right there. You know? Ted, exactly. Who was that? Ted. There you go. Ted. He was so cool as fuck. Yep. Ted was the shit. I think he stole the fucking show, bro.
He did.
You know what I mean? I think so. I think he stole the show. Oh, camera shaking. But yeah, you know, when with those type of things where you look at it, it's like we're nitpicky and shit. We're like, oh, I really wish it was like the comic books. But again, you got to understand where it's coming from. You know what I mean? The context to it of what they're trying to, you know, portray as an overall, not just that one little thing that we focus on as collectors. Hold on a second. It was how fast he moved. Well,
I mean,
he's fast in the comics.
Let's be honest. As bad as he I want to say he even looked bad, but as much as we were disappointed with the way he looked, just think, at least he wasn't the fucking Wrecking Crew.
Exactly.
Because that had to be the worst interpretation of a comic book.
Oh, yeah. What up, Steve? Big Steve in the building. Yeah, the Wrecking Crew, that shit was fucking horrible. I mean,
atrocious.
I'm pretty sure even people who never saw comic books, when they saw these characters on TV, they were like, fuck is these fucking yahoos and shit? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I hope this is not in the comic books. Like, I hope this is some made up shit. You know, that's how bad it was, you know?
Yeah,
but really definitely, man, I think overall, man, like we can never compare comic books. You know, anyone who's comic book, like everyone here, you know, you can't compare comic books to the MCU.
I thought we were getting this in Thor, Love and Thunder, but
no, that's they're gonna come out with that. They're gonna bring it. They
had Zeus, they had Olympia. I mean,
they're gonna bring it. They're gonna come with it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have that happen. You're not gonna show him.
No,
there you go. Hey, that's right. Got Comic Forge in the building. Yes, sir. We was just repping y'all early in the show, man. Salute, brother. Shout out to Principal Defects, the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I think in overall, man, you know, being somebody who enjoys the movie, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, and be like fucking grouchy, like fucking. So I'm already grouchy as it is. I gotta at least go watch the fucking movie. So go watch the fucking movie, man.
Yeah, check that shit. You'll like.
Go watch the show at least, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's okay to be us grumpy old guys, but we at least gotta give certain things a chance here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I definitely need to see that happen.
That would be cool.
Whole thing on screen, I'll shit myself, bro, and I'll just fucking lose it. See fucking Hulk.
That's going to require a lot of CGI for that one.
Oh, that's a whole lot of CGI, and I hope it ain't that She-Hulk CGI. Oh my God, here we go. They're gonna go crazy in the chat. I mentioned She-Hulk. They're gonna go crazy.
Don't talk shit about She-Hulk.
Don't talk about goddamn She-Hulk, man.
Get the crew riled up.
Even get me started. Actually, blame that shit. I ain't even gonna go there, but they actually not what she did to Abomination either.
Yeah,
she played.
Bad.
Yeah, that was bad. You know. But I'm curious to see where that's going now. I saw the last episode, so I'm curious to see where that. I know we keep going off the subject here with MCU, but pretty much same shit. It's MCU. It's all MCU. We're talking about MCU shows. You know, so I was curious because towards the ending of it, I was like, okay, where they going with this with She-Hulk, and then they flipped it. I was just like, okay, this seems like it's about to take that turn that we've all been waiting for. You know what I mean? It's like, well, all right, where are we going with this now? You know, where's this going to connect to? What is the
first? seeing as we're speaking She-Hulk and MCU, you know, I wasn't really crazy about kind of what they did with Daredevil and her and that, you know.
No, I wasn't feeling that at all. I'm not. I'm gonna be one of those people. I'm just not.
I thought he looked cool.
Yeah.
That little plot line they put in it or whatever.
Yeah, make that romance be too. I felt like it was too soon, too fast. If they were gonna do it, he should have played hardball. You know what I mean? He should have played the game, or they both should have been on some more, a little bit more like, like yes, maybe, no. You know what I mean? And then kept that going for at least a couple episodes, and then make that big transition, because I felt like that was a little rushed. You know what I mean? I felt like
it seems to me a lot of the episodes I watched, they're always like portraying her as like she got a scratch, she needs to get itched, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like every episode
like
she kind of, it seems to me, that's what I'm assuming. She seems
right, exactly. No, I mean, I know where he's coming from, because me being a fan, reading the books, she is a little out there in the comic books too. You know what I mean? She's not like fucking Little Miss Innocent, you know what I mean? Obviously not,
But I just guess in comics things build for a little while, where the show, because they're trying to cram it in like a half hour, just seems like you said, it's kind of like fast. Like they already, they should let it build up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And then also like the, just a lot of like the quality of the show, the consistencies, like it's not really feeling it. And then, even like, it's just those little things, like even what happened, you said with Daredevil and stuff, it's like really a turn off. It's like, why are we pushing this so hard? Real talk though, she's been troubling the whole show. Of course. All day, bro. All day. Of course, all day. That's the whole concept of that show. You know what I mean? That's what the show is about, basically.
She's just trying to get it in, basically, every episode.
You know what I'm saying? Since day one. So I mean, but hey, we gotta embrace it. You know what I mean? This is the new era. So it is what it is. But as far as the what's been going on, with the whole, Disney and how they've been trying to build up all this new phase and everything that's coming up, they definitely need to step it up, man. Like, I really feel like they need to step that shit up, But the quality,
I was a little encouraged seeing
so,
the Black Panther trailer.
Yeah, I mean, but you're talking about a comic book, you know what I mean? Like, it's different when you're talking about a show where MCU is, you're like, the whole purpose of all these shows is because they have some type of consistency to them, that they link up some way, somehow to the next show or to a future thing. And it's almost like the first couple episodes of She-Hulk was a whole lot of just, I don't know, to be honest with you. It was just a whole lot of, we spoke about it in the last fucking, episode. It definitely wasn't, what we were expecting, you know what I mean? And for some people it's great, you know what I mean? But for others like myself, I really would have done more with actually sticking to the plot, like sticking to something where it was cohesive to everything else and making it look great at the same time. Like, don't give me no half-ass CGI shit or some bullshit, and don't give me Megan Thee Stallion. Like, that's not, I'm sorry. That's like, I don't need that dumbass twerking bullshit. Like, the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'll say that shit all day. I don't want my motherfucking daughter twerking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure ain't no man want their daughters out here twerking and thinking that that makes you a lady. No, it don't make you a lady. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that shit.
It's like they're trying to push that, I'm a woman and I can do anything type thing, which is cool.
Oh, you could do many things.
But then don't break it down to like,
but keep that self-respect.
To what you're trying to fight against. Exactly, like the sexism and
like,
being exploited and all that shit. And then you just go do that shit. So it's kind of like
nothing to do with that.
I don't know what you're aiming for.
But definitely with this whole thing that's been going down. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up with all the reading here. My bad, guys. Trying to see. I remember just all right. Let's see what Sove wrote. When y'all just in comics and you could escape the real world. Right. That's what made the Marvel DC the world great. It was just escapism from the world. Yeah, definitely, especially as kids. You know what I mean? It was definitely a great way to get away from shit. And I really think that at the end of the day, we really need to be, conscious of that's what this is for a lot of people who are not into comic books. It's an escapage for them as well, and they don't have that foundation of the history of those stories, where they come from. To them, it's complete. To them, it's 100%. This is, this is all I need. I don't need any more than this. But when you have guys like us, everybody here who collects comic books and read them, since day one, to us is more like, oh, damn, it would be nice to see this. It would be nice to see that. It would be less, I'd be better not to see that, or, and shit like that. But, it's the end of the day, man. I think they both complement each other. You know what I mean? And, but nothing is going to compete over comic books. I mean, we all know that here. We love the MCU, until a point, you know what I mean? But ain't no fucking trumping these comics, bro, because without these comics, you won't have the MCU. So,
the comics just get to flesh the stories out and just do them much better. That's why. And so, how many times have X-Men movies tried to do like the Doc Phoenix story? I think twice now, right?
Yeah, yep.
Both times have been horrible because they're trying to cram so many fucking storylines, and you just can't get that emotional attachment in like a the comics built up over what, like 10 issues or 8, 9 issues. I mean, it took a while to get to that point where she sacrifices herself. You know what I mean? Like, so it just you just can't do that in like a fucking 2-hour movie. It's just
you really can't.
Not the same.
You really can't. And not to change the subject, but we're gonna change the subject. Let's get into it, because I heard some shit, guys. I don't know if y'all heard. You know what I mean? At Comic-Con, I heard this whole signing Peach Momoko. Yeah. Yeah, Steve was quick. He was like, Peach. Oh, he said preach. I thought he said peach.
Preach.
He
knows you're a big fan of her. Though.
He's like, oh, I thought he was going to say something about Peach Momoko. I thought he knew. But we're going to talk about Peach Momoko. Salute to you, Steve. Appreciate you, man. We're going to talk about Peach Momoko because she was at New York Comic Con on, I think, Thursday and Friday. She was actually doing free signings. And so literally, like, you could come up, sign, and once again, this is from what I hear. Basically, I still got to get a lot more information on this, but it's like it always seems to fucking happen with the same shit. The Whatnot crew, right? Here we go. So now, not only did they cut the line, right? Not only did they get in front of people, once again, they're coming up to her with short boxes full of, and she's doing this free now. Now they go and resell these books for anywhere from $200 to $250, and they're already books that fucking they came out already. These are not like new books. These are just old $4.99 off the fucking shelf. You know what I'm saying? And here you go, her doing free, and it's not even to bash her, because she got to a point when she was like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm done with this shit. The show wasn't even halfway through done on Friday. Yeah. And she was like, I'm out of here because these fucking vendors, these sellers are just fucking taking advantage, fucking it up for everyone else. You know what I mean? Or PJ, who are your, wow, damn, top 5.
Top 5 Marvel villains.
Gee, that's a lot. Top 5, PJ, you go first. We pretty much got, of course.
I mean, so
Doom is
Doom's probably one. I say
Doom is one.
Magneto's
Magneto. Yep.
I'm a big Wolverine fan, so I like Sabretooth.
Yep. Okay.
Probably Dr. Octopus is always cool.
I will go with I always thought Thanos, of course, because of my whole big space stuff. So I would go with my third is Thanos. This is your fourth?
It's a good question. So I'll probably say Apocalypse. I mean, I'm a big X-Men fan, so I was
gonna say Apocalypse. So number 5. What's your 5?
We'll round it out with, I do love my Cap, so I guess Red Skull. We'll go with Red Skull.
All right, that's what's up. I was actually gonna go with actually a change. I was thinking of Venom, man. Kind of like Venom. I grew up with Venom. Venom was pretty dope. I got a lot of Venom, so I was like, I'll go with Venom. I think those are, well, then again, Venom is not really a villain. He's more like a anti-hero, so
a little bit. But all of them are kind of common. Even Doom.
Yeah, or even Doom. Doom is not even considered a villain. Doom is actually he's a
depends.
Depends how you look at it. He's not but he does not fall in the villain category at all. You know what I'm saying? He's not a villain if you look at it.
Yeah, and I would say Venom's definitely like that. I don't know. He's not like a pure villain per se.
Right, exactly. So that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate the question, man. For real, for real.
Yeah,
You know
good
what I
stuff.
mean? We don't get these kind of questions on here, so it's definitely great to get this, you know. But yeah, yeah, Doom, of course. Doom is a hero. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
no doubt.
Free energy. We would not expect anything less from you, okay,
Doom
brother?
is for the people.
Doom is for the people. Exactly. He literally is for the people. You know. But going back to the whole, you know, Comic-Con thing, that's what I was hearing, man. They got a lot of people talking about it. They were like, you know, the whole Whatnot crew, you know, these guys are just jumping on there. You know, you had all these people who are actual fans who were trying to just get their book signed, and you was able to get back on the line. That was crazy. They were like, you allow like 10 books and you could come back on the line and add more books. So you could imagine these people with short boxes, you know, the whole Whatnot crew bum rushing the show, getting in front, you know what I mean, and having her trying to sign off on like fucking 100 books, bro. Like that's
Chasing
crazy.
that
And then to just go flip it for fucking $200, $250. Yo, Big Crash, what's good, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Crash?
What's up, bro? So to me, like that's crazy, man. Like it never fails. It's like you always hear these fucking stories, and it's like, what is going on, man? Like, and that's just the thing. Like me and Paul was saying, it's like, yo, is like this is where we're at now. It's like we've come to a point that like everybody is just chasing that bag. You know what I mean? And that's was fucking up the game. How many guys, how many people y'all knew 2 years ago that you met on here that all they did was just post comic books, collect comic books, talk about how they were going out, and now today you see them selling comic books. It's like fucking 85% of the people you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like everybody's fucking selling books now.
Yeah, it's like once all that money came in a couple years ago, you know, everybody's
selling.
I don't really like comics anymore. I like money, which is cool, I guess. But you know, you just weren't really that serious of a collector.
And that's what's fucking up the game, man. It's like we're fucking up the game. Not we as in me and you, but y'all fucking up the game in this community. You know what I mean? And it's just to chase a book, no matter how you look at it, bro. No matter how you look at it. You know, and I think that that's the fucked up part about it. Oh shit, we got Hood Rat in the building. What's going on, Ian?
What's up, Hood? What's good?
Chilling. All right. Oh, we got here. So, this is his. He got Doom, Titanium Man, Mr. Sinister, Hobgoblin, Dormammu. That's a good one. Hobgoblin is a dope one, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I saw Big John had Galactus on his list.
Where you at, Big John? Hold on, I ain't see yours. Let's find Big John. Where you at?
He had a list a little bit back.
Oh, I see it right here. Okay. Hold on. Let me get the right. Doom, Galactus. Yes, Galactus.
You got the heavy hitters right there.
Thanos. Yes. I don't know how I ain't had Galactus in there, man. On the spot question.
Kang. No Kang.
No Kang. Oh, I wasn't really a fan of Kang, man. Kang is more like fucking FOMO now. You know what I mean? Kang.
Yeah, he is.
Who really gave a fuck about Kang, bro? Like, for real, man. Let's stop the bullshit. Like, 10 years ago, you spoke to somebody about Kang. They were like, oh, yeah, Kang. Yeah, Kang. You know, it wasn't like, Magneto. It wasn't like Doom. You know, it was just like Kang. Yeah, Kang. Yeah.
True.
King Tut, right? King Tut?
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't know who he was.
King Tut? Who was that? You know, but yeah, man, it's I right now that whole shit was fucking the game up, man, and that's why I felt like that shirt you had on was so fucking on point with what I was thinking today. You know, with everything that's going on.
I saw this shirt at King Con. Just had to scoop one up.
I ain't even see it, man. Now I gotta reach out, bro. Now I gotta reach out.
There's no more collectors now. We all just these people out here, you know. It's unfortunate.
Kang was my dude. I had a Kang Underoos. Of course you did, Crash. Of course you did. Only you and Daryl and shit were the only ones that fucking gave a fuck about Kang. You know what I'm saying?
So
no one else on the planet. You know. But no, I mean, like, I really feel like, man, what's going on with this game right now, man? Like, shit is just getting fucked up, man. It's becoming so difficult just to pick up fucking filler books, man. You know, just to get a fucking, it's like everything is fucking gotta be slabbed. Everything gotta fucking, you know, you can't have no fucking raw books on the wall. Everything gotta be fucking slabbed. Even the regular fillers are being slabbed. Everything is being slabbed. If it's worth more than fucking $30, it's fucking slabbed. You know what I mean?
If you go to conventions, all they bring is fucking wall book slabs and maybe some dollar bin shit. Like you can't just
Bullshit.
find like a
Yeah,
nice
fucking
mid-grade
bullshit dollar bin
or
crap.
whatever non-key books. You know, that's right, Crash. They are some serious fucking leeches, man.
Swaggle Huss in the building. What's going on? The short, yes, sir. That's your peoples right there. You know what I'm saying? We talking about how shit is getting fucked up in the game, man. How this fucking we can't even buy regular fucking raw books without spending fucking $100 on some bullshit filler. It's like, what the fuck is going on, man? It's like, and it's all you damn slabbers, man. That's what it is. You slabbers are fucking it up for us raw guys, man.
They are
Making too much damn money off these damn slabs, man. Not letting us raw guys. It's tough, man. It's been crazy. Oh, we got John in the building. Yo, what's up, John?
What's up, John?
Appreciate you. Yo, make sure that after the show, I'm definitely gonna be in there. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Omni X-Men, man. These guys,
yes, they're back.
They're back, baby. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a fucking blast. Love the show. I love getting on the chat and fucking around with these guys, man. Always make me laugh, man. They always got some good stuff, man. It's been hard. It's been hard.
It is, brother. It is.
Hell yeah, man. It's not easy for us raw guys, man. It's difficult, man. I don't know what is going on. It's like every con we've been going to is like, what the hell? We look through boxes and it's like, yeah, you got all these raws, but it's like they put out all the beaters and shit, all the beat up fucking copies. And like,
well, any book that looks halfway decent now, they send to get fucking graded.
Send to get fucking slabbed, and you're like, God damn, man, it's like getting rough out here, man. It's like I gotta hit the lottery just to finish a run of some bullshit fillers.
Because they're just trying to squeeze that. That's why I'm glad that video you sent me that I watched. You know, that dude. You know, he was kind of keeping it real. He said maybe I'm part of the problem. You know, but if you look behind him, it was all slabs.
Slabs,
you know what I mean?
Right. Real quick, let's just say what's up to Big Naj. Just stepped in the building. But right, that's another thing we
comment. Like, yes, you are kind of part of the book.
Right. And I was trying. Actually, guys, I was it's a YouTube video person I subscribed to. It's crazy. Hold on 1 second. And I was trying to actually load up the video so I could watch it. And I had like this little snippet that I recorded that I wanted you guys to check out. You know, but he was pretty much saying I'm gonna put his link in the description. He was pretty much saying that, you know, are we the problem too? Like, we got to look at ourselves too. You know what I mean? We can't just be looking at all these big players, you know, that are just flipping these books and hiking these prices. You know, we got to look at us too. You know what I mean? Or are we adding to this fucking influx, you know, on these books, the way they're pricing it now, you know, and because we're willing to pay those prices, you know what I mean? Like he said, hey, and because I'm willing to pay, you know, $5,000 or whatever it is for a slab, you know, am I the problem? Am I helping to cause that problem? Because now I'm kind of like, you know, taking out the guy who's not in that tier, you know, or creating a tier where guys who are beneath that could never achieve that, you know, or create that kind of income to pay for those books, because guys like him are buying those books at that price, knowing that it's not a fucking real value price. You know what I mean? But
that's why it's always hard for me I can't take some of these dudes seriously. Again, this is my thought process, how I look at it. If you're a comic book collector, you love comic books, you're trying to collect them, why the fuck would you buy an overpriced slab of a book when you could buy probably just as nice of a raw for like half the price, and then buy other books to finish your run or finish your collection? If you are just a pure comic collector, you would have no use for a slab, in my opinion. If you're trying to make money and you're worried about that aspect of it, then you would buy slabs, which is fine, but you're just not that pure. You know, you're not just like, in my opinion, you're not what we all started as, you know. Like, I collect now the same way I did fucking 30 years ago. Nothing's really changed other than the books are more expensive.
Right. And I agree with that. You know, I really truly think that, you know, if, you know, and I know that we always say it all the time, but that's why we're here for. That's why we keep saying it, because we always got new people that need to hear it. And it's, you know, if you really about this collection, you know what I mean? It's like, why you getting that 9.8 slab? You know what I mean? Why you chasing that 9.8 slab when you could get a raw book just as close to a 9.8? And I mean, you could judge yourself. Look at the book. If you're experienced enough, you're a collector, you could look at a book and know the quality of the book and know that, hey, this is a very high grade book, you know, and this is what I want to finish my run. But at the same time, if it's not about the run, you know, if it's then what is it about? Because if you're not trying to read it or complete a run, then we already know what the goal is. It
You're
has
just buying
nothing.
like a stock or something. You're just buying something that you hope appreciates in value.
Right.
You don't
You
really
hope
give a
it goes
fuck
up
what it
in
is.
value. And we get that. We understand that there's people who come into this hobby to do that. But the problem is that it's almost like the people who started into this shit, who came into it just collecting and just enjoying it, kind of like got fucking caught up in this whole chasing the bag shit now. And it's like everybody's now chasing the bag. You know what I mean? And, I could clearly say 2 years from now to now that I've been on IG, big fucking change. You know what I mean? People that never were fucking flipping and selling books are flipping and selling books now. You know what I mean? Guys that we used to talk about going to cons and all this shit. Now they're like, yo, pick A, B, C, D, free shipping over this and that. And you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
what
now
happened, man? You used to post comic books. What the fuck happened?
Now you're not posting comic books anymore. Now you posting the next sale. You know what I mean?
You're
and
posting a link to a sale and whatnot or whatever it is,
and it's kind of like, yo, who's fucking up the game? Oh, hell yeah. You already know that, John. It's just it's inevitable. You know what I mean? It's
look what I found.
It's like
I found
crack
some more
to
of
a
these
crack
too.
head. It's like meth to a meth head. It's like I can't. There's no way out of it. You just gotta hear me and Paul's daily conversations. If y'all would hear me and Paul's daily conversations,
this is every day, right?
This is every motherfucking day. We just fucking bitch and moan to each other on these fucking how motherfuckers is just fucking this up only to chase a fucking bag. Literally ruining this game, bro, just to chase a bag, a future bag that is not even secure because book go up and down. You're not even 100%. And you know why that is? Because of the way it is now.
They do shows chronicling the ups and downs. You know what I mean? It's like it created like a whole other like subsection of fucking, I don't even know, I don't want to call it collecting, like of involvement. Like people say it's good, it brought people into the hobby, but not really. It didn't bring comic collectors to the hobby. It brought people with money who just want to fucking spend it on something and they don't know shit about a book. They can't tell what this is, but if it has a fucking number on the top, they can at least equate that number with a value and they can get involved. And it's like, I don't want those kind of people involved. Let's get real people involved,
Right. And then it goes back to what we were saying. Sorry, I missed that. I was yeah. It's all good, John. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. I was just cracking like a few of them before we started the show. I'll definitely ship you the plastic. You might be able to use it.
No, man. I found the rest of my stack, man. I knew I had more. This is I'm gonna make like a fucking sweater out of this.
Like this right here, like this right here is 100%. This is us. Nothing is ruined for me. I don't care what other people do, and I just collect how I love. Exactly. So like for those who don't know, it's like we don't have no qualms. I mean, pretty much all our friends, everybody has some slabs to some point or collect slabs. That's not the point. You know what I mean? It's like we honestly don't give a fuck. It's the overall general outlook of how things are being manipulated now because of slabs. It's the problem. You know what I mean? Not the actual, one person that got like a handful of slabs in his house. Like, nah, it's not that. It's the guys who are flipping them shits for triple, quadruple prices and hiking shit up, raising shit up. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, nothing's ruined for me, and I don't really give a fuck what other people do. But in this regard, it does affect what I'm trying to do in some ways because like we were just saying, everything gets slabbed now. So now a book that should be $50 because some asshole got a graded and it's a 9.2, now it's $175, and it's like, so in that way, it does make it harder for people just trying to get the books. I'm just trying to finish my
I'm not trying to get paid off this book. I just want to complete a fucking
I'm not
run.
fucking investing.
Read it,
I'm not trying
put it
to
in
make
my run,
money.
complete it, close that chapter in my life, move on to the next one. You know what I mean? But I can't do that right now. It's been difficult. And another thing I wanted to go back, because I know I have fucked around in a story one time, but the people who take shit to heart is you fucking slabbers. You
sensitive.
Y'all get sensitive. Look, all y'all slappers. See, that's what y'all get sensitive. We don't care. Us raw guys, when y'all be like, you fucking raw guys, yeah, we don't care. You know what I mean? But it's like when you tell a slabber, like, nah, I'm not into slabs. Like that was part of my story. I was like, yeah, I'm not really into slabs. Just not my thing. I'm just a raw guy. I really don't care for the money aspect of it. I'm more into just everything else that comes with collecting. But a slabber will hear that like, man, fuck you and fuck your slabs, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm better than you. I'm a better collector than you. I'm realer than you. I'm a fucking pure collector. And it's like, no, that's not what I'm saying, son. I'm just saying. And it, but if you feel that way, you know, if you feel some type of guilt, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason for that. There's a reason for it.
As they say, striking a nerve or something.
Exactly. Like, hey, man, the truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts. But like, we honestly don't care, man. Like, if my thing is this, man, you want to collect the slab, you want to somehow feel like, hey, I want to protect this, or I want to have some value in this book because this is a great book. I want, whatever. To each his own, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you one of these guys,
I feel better if you at least said, "I'm trying to get money." Don't tell
money,
me
right? Yeah, don't bullshit us and be on some like,
we already know that's horseshit.
It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, I be buying like 7.0 slabs because that's clean enough to have in my collection. You know what I mean? I crack the motherfucker, put it in there, read it. You know what I mean? Like, that's good enough. I don't need a 9.8. Okay, yeah, exactly. I don't need a 9.8.
And you can get. There's been books, you find Silver Age books in fucking poly bags at a high grade. Like, you don't need to be in the slab to preserve the book. I mean, that's all bullshit.
I know. We're talking about slabs again, but we can't help it. We're like slab therapists for you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to fucking preach to the masses, man. But
we got to start like our own fucking, like, start charging motherfuckers. Get some therapy, some counseling, slab counseling. You know what I mean? Get you guys away from slabbing. You know what I mean? Like, that I'm thinking king of 9.4. Yeah. Oh, you're the king of 9.4s. Chetty is the fucking kings at 9.8.
9.4. He fucking lines his fucking litter box with a 9.4.
That's nothing. Chetty fucking man. Chetty will throw that shit away. Chetty will be like, man, 9.4, that shit worthless. That shit is worthless, bro. Oh, yeah, that's the next show. I was actually going to do a show about it. We're going to talk about the correct way on how to tape your bag. Yes, we was going to talk about that. You know?
Scotch tape, no good?
Well, electrical tape. We could do electrical tape. We could do, I had all this tape here. I had a whole bunch of tape with me because I wanted to do, we're going to definitely do that slab counseling. Yeah, bro. We got to do that. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna open up shop soon, man. I'm gonna open up shop for you guys.
Slab guys can come. It'd be like coming to confession.
Yeah, have a confession booth. You know what I'm saying? You know, you pay with a key comic. You be like, here you go. He's a key. Like, all right, confess my
300 days since my last slab.
It's my last slab. I have sinned, Father. You know, but
a raw book.
You know, and I sent it out. I told myself I was gonna hold on to it, but I sent it out, and then, yeah, I'm telling you. Oh yes. How the bag that holds the slab. No, the bags that hold the slabs. You just, that's another fucking thing. Why the fuck you need a bag to hold a fucking slab, bro? It's in case
hold your slab with fucking gloves on.
Oh, gloves. Don't see, John, you just opened up a can of worms right here, bro. Why the fuck you need a fucking bag to insert your slab in? What waste of fucking plastic is that, bro? Are you kidding me?
The slab gets scratched, that.
God damn it. Well,
inside the slab, which makes zero fucking sense.
Holy shit, man. Like, that shit don't even make sense. Like,
case is scratched,
bro. It's like, that shit is fucking ignoramus, son. Like, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like, why the fuck would you put a slab inside of a bag?
The book at a certain grade, because a lot of slab guys will tell you, oh no, I got
one
time buying a book that was restored and I'm nervous. That's what you need to stick. So they're like, I buy the slabs to make sure I don't buy a restored book and this and that. But then they'll fucking sweat out the detail if it's got a little scratch plastic of the case. Like, come on, man. You buying the plastic.
I was gonna send you one on a discount, but now you gotta pay full, bro. All your little slab jokes. Yeah, all your little slab jokes, son. But nah, man, I really do think that, what's going on with this whole thing with the, just I'm getting just the fuck.
I think Daredevil should have double bagged it the other night, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think Hold up, we got John here now. We're gonna rile him up. You heard correctly, John. You heard correctly. But no, man, I really think that with our first topic, we already touched on MCU comic books, of course. Comic books is the foundation of it. That pretty much trumps, these movies. The movies are great, entertaining, what I mean? But comic books always trump these movies because obviously that's where they come from.
No doubt.
And then of us talking about with flipping, that also started with John. I don't know if you heard, we were talking about New York Comic Con where the whole Whatnot crew, we had Peach Momoko who was there doing free signings, for any book you brought her. It was just a free signing for her true fans, And pretty much halfway through Saturday, she just left because she was like, it's ridiculous with all the vendors, all the sellers, especially, the Whatnot crew that was involved in that, coming up to her with short boxes with 100 books, you know what I mean? Like, sign these, and then they're pretty much going to flip them for like $250. That's what they're already pricing them at, and it's ridiculous. These are free books. These are old books, man, off the rack from like last year, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about old ass books, and they're over here doing this bullshit. So once again, this is why we got into the whole concept of the selling, the flipping, the slabs is because of what happened at Comic-Con and how these vendors and,
but think how crazy that is. They're trying to monetize a free signature. She's giving the shit away for free, and these motherfuckers are trying to like pile on and make a buck off it.
Right.
That's why she tapped out, right? She was like,
right.
Fuck this. I mean, why?
Right. And that's what they were saying, that her line was the biggest line there. And it was because she was giving out these free signatures, as a true artist, giving back to her fans. And then, of course, you got these fucking sharks and scumbags that come in to take advantage of it, which made her say, I'm out of here. She was supposed to be there till fucking Sunday. She left Friday afternoon. She was like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing the same motherfuckers in the line with short boxes, all these vendors and sellers like coming up to her, and they just, what they're going to do? It's a free book, man, free signing, man. Like, come on, don't be a fucking asshole, man. It's ridiculous. You fucking vultures. Take advantage of her real fans, people who bust their ass to get there, work hard and save up money to get that signature, knowing it was going to be free. So they're like, cool, I could get a whole bunch of books signed. It'll be dope. I got it for my collection. And even if they fucking want to get rid of it, whatever, you know what I mean? They could fucking get rid of it. You know what I mean? But these motherfuckers ain't coming up with short boxes. You know what I'm saying? Full of shit. So
you watch. I'll give it like a week or two. They're gonna be hyping up on their next Whatnot sales. You get a free Peach Momoko signature if you spend a couple $100 or something like that. That'll be like the next thing they do, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? I don't think that. I don't know, man. I don't know if she'll be able to weaken her signature. You know what I mean? Actually, I think this actually solidified it even more because of the way she handled it. So I think people gave her a lot more respect on how she still sucks as an artist for me. I'm still gonna put that out there, guys. I got all fucking sweet on Peach Momoko. She still draws like a fucking 8-year-old that didn't finish her drawing in time. But what she did was commendable, that she was like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. Y'all fucking flippers and fucking,
that kind of goes back to the whole thing, though, right? How many people really like her art, or how many people like that her first few covers? Because now her shit's cheap, but
remember that
initially she was hot and her books were big money. That's why people liked her, because her shit was valuable.
Right.
I find it hard to believe people really like that art. I mean, it's
right. The moment somebody knew they could make a buck off a signature and some sketches,
now she was
went downhill. And that's exactly what we've spoken about many times, personally. It's like, that's what really fucked shit up, man. Sigs were free, bro. That's what it was about. Yeah. It was about free signatures, and now because of the money, what she did, people were just like, oh, I'm going to fucking capitalize on this shit, try to make as much money off these free signatures. And that's what I said. I was like, next time she come on, she got to sell that shit. What up, PJ? Next time she come on, she got to now fucking put like $100 tag on her fucking signatures just for fucking vendors. Like, you got a vendor tag or something, you said, they get charged. You know what I mean? Anyone else, they could get the minimum base, But that's what I was.
They had to, when I met Roy Thomas at Rhode Island Comic Con like 10 years ago, he wasn't even fucking charging for signatures. Roy Thomas, this motherfucker, he's like a legit comic legend, not Peach Momoko or these other people who fly by night. Like he's 50 years deep. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I'm NY all day, BX, but I'm Dominican, born and raised. But of course, all my friends were Puerto Rican, so you already know we got that little,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Boricua in us, you know what I'm saying? Pero ya tú sabes, nene, high through. You know, shout out to all my boricuas out there, pero ya, ya tú sabes, primo, tú sabes cómo es aquí, tranquilito, quieto, y es fácil. I had to throw in the Dominican slang real quick, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, definitely. I think today I love this topic. I love the fact that we were just touching on so many things. You already know in these open discussions, I love talking about shit, just chatting away about different shit or what we look at, you know, how we see different things. And, you know, it always comes back full circle, you know, with the overall meaning of what we're trying to get to, which is basically that, you know, it's all about the comics, guys. You know, I think that that's where we need to remember always to get back through. You know what I'm saying? Is getting back to the comics, man. I think if we could get back to the comics and check ourselves and really see why we doing what we doing, this shit will start to change, man. But you know, right now we're stuck in chasing that bag, and you know, and when that changes, things will get better in this community, and we'll start to see a change in this community. But until then, man, we're gonna keep dealing with sheiks, sharks, vultures, people who just want to take advantage of the community and of this comics, and the, you know, the way it's going now, and. Yeah, man. Hopefully, we can make a difference and really stop, you know, put a stop to this shit, you know, and stop giving into this shit, you know, and stop thinking that, you know, that one book is gonna fucking make you rich. You know,
That's what it is.
Wow.
That's why we remember when, you know, we see the guys, you know, the YouTubers, they do their books are dropping, they do the fucking faces, oh, prices are dropping shit, you know, and it's like, good. Like I pray for that shit. Let all the fucking prices drop. It ain't gonna affect me. I'm not collecting for fucking bread. Yeah, that shit's dope.
Shout out to Crash.
You know, I don't collect for the money. So if the shit crashed and the books became worthless, even better. I could pick up more of them, you know?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, and that's the sad part, that you got people fucking that are like praying that never happens, because to them this is about the money, and it's fucking sad, you know what I mean? Because it really shouldn't just be about money. It should be, you should really get more joy out the fucking book than what the value of the book is, honestly. You know what I mean? And but unfortunately, we're not in that time. We're not in that point right now. So let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see if you know, hopefully things change with time. I know we was talking about that, and hopefully, you know, things start to come around back to where it's normality, you know, where it's not this crazy hype FOMO flipping mentality that everybody's jumping on, apparently.
Well, that's like a whole other thing, right? Like so we were talking earlier how, because it's happened to me, I know plenty of people I followed on IG and YouTube who all of a sudden, somehow these last couple of years, they switched from collectors to like sellers and flippers. And it's like, then all of a sudden they started doing YouTube videos promoting books that are hot, and then and then at the same time, they're selling books. So right off the top, it's kind of like, to me, it seems like kind of a conflict. Like, you can't hype a book up as being on the hot list, and then you selling books. Like, you, for I know, you got a half box of that book in your house, and you just trying to hype it. I ain't saying nobody did that, but you could.
Right. You know, I mean, there's a game to it. Of course, you know, people out here doing that. You know what I mean? We're not going to act all innocent like motherfuckers ain't doing it. You know, they're doing it. You know what I mean? And that's the sad part about it, you know, unfortunately. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, I think that, you know, I think it just falls on us, man. We got to look at ourselves and make sure that, you know, we're not adding to the bullshit. You know, I mean, you know, and it's not going to be easy, you know, unfortunately, by the way things are, the way the money's moving right now. It's just a lot of money into these comic books, and people are blinded by this fucking money, you know, and don't give a fuck about really collecting and really, you know, enjoying these books anymore like we used to. And yeah, man, it's pretty fucked up. And I'm sorry to bring a sad note to it.
We ended on it's like the end of an episode of the Hulk TV show in the 70s.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need that music.
Start hitchhiking and shit.
It was always cold looking. He was always
right. He's just always cold, like buttoning up and shit.
Had to leave town. But it's true, though, man. In some ways, it is like fucking depressing sometimes. I scroll IG now compared to like three 4 years ago. It was just different vibe back then.
Yeah,
Now
man. It's definitely
it's all
different.
about the bread and slabs and flipping.
Yeah, man.
Like seriously, people who never talked anything about value or selling books, they went from posting books a few years ago to now they're just straight up sellers.
Right.
So
Exactly.
something switched in there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'm hoping, man, I'm praying, you know what I mean? Shit come around because I need to finish some of these runs here, man, and y'all just fucking shit up for me, man.
Seriously.
For real, man. I just got like 2-3 books to finish and this fucking things are like skyrocketing. I'm like, really, man? But nah, man. Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, man, we need to get Julia on, man. This guy is asking a lot of questions. I like that, man.
Yeah, he's
Sorry, but on the side note, are you a New York Giants fan? Yes, I am. If so, do you think that they'll start? Oh, no, I'm not like into you. You got to talk to Paul. That's the real sports guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm a Patriot fan.
He's a Patriot fan, so he's not. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you straight up, I hate the motherfucking Giants.
Yeah, exactly.
I am a Yankees fan though, so I know it's weird. But I'm from Rhode Island, and you get a lot of people like me around here.
Exactly. Arrow, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. But yeah, no. Definitely a Giants fan. I'm a New York Yankees fan, Giants fan, for those wondering. You know what I'm saying? But I don't follow because I'm a fan because I grew up in that area. I grew up right up the block from Yankee Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Diehard New Yorker, BX all day. So, but I'm not into sports like that. Paul will be able to fucking break down all the sports.
I like that picture though, Julian. What is that? That's the cover of Iron Man 225, I think, right?
Yeah, here we go. His brother with his memory, sharp memory right there. Isn't that Armor Wars?
Yeah,
that's Armor Wars. Yep, I got.
Did you like that the Centurion, the Silver Centurion armor, the red and silver?
It was alright. It was okay.
Cool. I liked it.
It was cool. I liked it. I dug it for what it was. You know what I mean? I was like, it's different. I was digging it. You know what I mean? For sure.
That's actually a good topic. If you think about it, Marvel at that period, like mid to late 80s, they were changing all the fucking superheroes' costumes. Spidey got the black suit.
They were working it, man. It was
that switch to the black outfit. Yep.
They had to,
Thor
man.
Switch from Thor to Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, exactly. So
Iron Man switched to the red and silver armor. They were all switching it up.
Yeah, everybody was switching up, man. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't the whole what are you looking at here? I see you. Oh, here we go with the sports.
Championship and Tom Brady.
Here we go with the goddamn sports. We ain't talking no damn sports yet, right? Nah, man. But guys, I know we're already over the hour. Appreciate everybody who's still hanging out with us, man. For real. Yeah, as y'all already know, man, we love to come up here and just talk our shit sometimes. Not even have like a real topic. I just say a topic, but it's just so much going on in the world. So many things, man. So many facets. It's always great to talk about so many different things, and somehow kind of like tie it all in together and shit. But guys, hope you guys had a good time. We had a good time, man. And y'all already know, man. See y'all next weekend. See y'all next week. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not following these brothers, go follow Paul, man. You always got that heat. If you're not following me, go follow me on Instagram. Definitely. Link is in the bio. Or the tees, y'all could go pick it up at the tea shop. Link is in the bio.
Quick Morb. That background now is like fucking on point, brother. It's like you're like perfectly like it's like symmetrical now. You know what I mean?
Yo, man, you know where I got this idea from? Yo, shout out to Gem Mint.
All right. Oh, Mini Mint or Gem Mint?
No, Gem Mint, not Mini Mint. Gem Mint. Shout out to Nah, man, nah. This shit comes from us from being kids, back in the hood. Scheme know what's up. Scheme remember that. We used to put our comic books on the wall. You know what I mean? This shit ain't nothing new.
Just the way you did it now,
right? It's this dope, right? Because I thought about it when I came back with the show. I was like, man, I got to do something different, man. I can't just come back with the same old lighting and shit. So this was by accident. Honestly, this was all accident.
Looks dope, though.
This was 10 minutes before the first episode, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going with it. You know what I mean? Like my lighting is all fucked up, and it worked. So appreciate you, Paul. Thanks for noticing that shit, man.
Looks good, brother.
Appreciate you, brother. And but yeah, man, appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate you, everybody. Appreciate everybody who's catching the replay. Y'all already know how we do. We stay talking that real shit. Ain't no holds bar here, man. We all day triggering people because you know what? What else is there to do but keeping it real over here on Comic Relief, yo. Y'all have a good night. Stay up. Y'all don't gotta leave here.
That's it.
But you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know.